Imagine, for a moment, a garden of resplendent beauty, nestled right in the heart of a bustling city. Imagine the flowers there, bursting with vibrant colors, their delicate petals unfurling in a silent symphony of life. The air should be filled with a sweet, intoxicating fragrance, inviting you to linger and lose yourself in the moment. Yet, this idyllic scene is constantly assaulted by the cacophony of urban life, the relentless drone of traffic, the jarring screech of brakes, the incessant chatter of crowds. The beauty is there, undeniably, but the noise makes it difficult to truly savor, to fully appreciate the subtle nuances of nature's artistry. The constant auditory barrage, the relentless demands on our attention, prevent us from connecting with the deeper, more meaningful aspects of our existence. It is in this context, amidst the clamor and distraction of modern life, that the profound power of silence, as understood through the lens of Stoicism, emerges as a vital tool for cultivating inner peace, fostering self-discipline, and ultimately, living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. This essay delves into the transformative potential of embracing silence, not as a mere absence of sound, but as an active and intentional practice that allows us to connect with our inner selves, navigate the complexities of the world with greater clarity, and discover a depth of wisdom that often remains hidden beneath the surface of our noisy existence. The gardener and the power of observation. Now, let us shift our focus to a wise gardener tending to this very garden. This gardener, a figure of quiet contemplation, understands the disruptive nature of the surrounding noise. He decides to embark on an experiment, a journey into the realm of silence, dedicating an entire day to his craft without the aid of any noisy machinery. He silences the hammering, the sawing, the chattering that usually accompanies his work. Amidst the clamor, a profound stillness descends as he tends to the plants. This silence becomes his companion, a partner in his work, allowing him to perceive the garden with a newfound clarity. He carefully observes every leaf, every tiny beetle crawling along a stem, tuning into the gentle sounds of nature that were previously masked by the din of human activity. In this quietude, he discovers a unique way of communicating with the plants. It's as if they respond to his silent presence, thriving under his gentle care. He becomes a patient observer, attuned to the subtle rhythms of the natural world. The bond he forms with the garden transcends mere words, becoming a connection rooted in shared stillness and mutual respect. This vignette, though simple, encapsulates a profound truth, that true understanding often emerges not from constant activity and vocalization, but from quiet observation and attentive listening. In the same way the gardener cultivated a flourishing garden, we are capable of fostering a flourishing mind and spirit through silence. The essence of Stoicism, inner strength in a chaotic world. The gardener reminds us that amidst life's chaos, it's in silence that we find the most subtle answers. He teaches us that genuine communication isn't confined to words alone but resides in the spaces between them. Just as the garden thrives when touched by silence, our minds can flourish when we step away from constant noise. The concept of "the quieter you are" speaks to a deeper philosophical principle, Stoicism. Stoicism is not about being silent all the time but about cultivating an inner strength and calmness that allows you to navigate life's inevitable challenges with resilience and grace. It's about understanding that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. Imagine yourself as a mighty tree, standing firm against the strongest winds. Stoicism teaches you to control your feelings and reactions, especially when things get tough. It's about developing the mental fortitude to weather any storm without being uprooted by emotional turmoil. When you practice Stoicism, you learn to accept the things you cannot change and focus your energy on what you can control. It's like having a shield that protects you from becoming overwhelmed by negative emotions like anger, fear, or anxiety. Instead of being carried away by these emotions, you strive to remain steady and clear-headed, allowing reason and wisdom to guide your actions. Stoicism isn't about suppressing or ignoring your feelings, it's about understanding them and choosing how to respond wisely. It's perfectly acceptable to feel sadness or anger at times, these are natural human emotions. However, Stoicism helps you prevent these feelings from dominating your thoughts and actions. Instead, you can acknowledge them, learn from them, and then consciously release them, preventing them from festering and poisoning your inner peace. In a world saturated with distractions and chaos, practicing Stoicism provides a path to inner tranquility. It's like having a secret weapon that empowers you to face life's challenges with courage, resilience, and unwavering composure. So, the quieter you are, the more you can listen to your inner voice and live with wisdom and resilience. The power of listening, beyond verbal communication. By embracing silence, we open ourselves to voices that were previously drowned out by incessant verbal chatter. We learn to listen deeply, both to our surroundings and to our inner selves. Silence isn't merely the absence of sound, it's a language capable of conveying profound meanings beyond what words can express. In a world overflowing with information and distractions, silence invites us to listen more intently, to cultivate inner peace, and to reconnect with what truly matters. Through this process, we grow smarter and wiser, developing a more nuanced understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Refusing to embrace silence means merely echoing what we already know, learning nothing new. Silence encourages us to reflect deeply and find inner strength. As Socrates wisely stated, wisdom begins in deep reflection and inner silence. This profound insight underscores the importance of carving out space for quiet contemplation in our lives, allowing us to delve into the depths of our own minds and emerge with newfound clarity and understanding. Silence and self-discipline, the calm lake versus the stormy sea. It's a common misconception that silence promotes a lack of discipline, but in Stoicism, the reality is quite the opposite. Stoicism teaches that silence, or quietness, can actually help us focus our minds and cultivate inner peace, both of which are essential for self-discipline. When we are silent, it becomes easier to listen to our own thoughts and feelings, which, in turn, promotes self-awareness and the ability to regulate our emotions. In Stoicism, discipline signifies having control over our actions and reactions. When we are silent, we give ourselves the space to think before we speak or act. This deliberate pause allows us to make more thoughtful decisions and avoid impulsive behavior, which is a hallmark of self-discipline. Imagine a calm lake versus a stormy sea. When the water is still, you can see clearly to the bottom, revealing the depths beneath the surface. This is analogous to the role of silence in Stoicism. It helps us see things more clearly and make thoughtful choices, unclouded by emotional turbulence. On the other hand, noise and distractions can lead to impulsiveness and a lack of self-control. When we are surrounded by noise, it's harder to focus, and we might act without thinking, succumbing to fleeting desires or emotional reactions. It's like trying to navigate through a crowded street with lots of noise and confusion. It's easy to get lost or make mistakes. So, in Stoicism, silence isn't about being passive or indifferent, it's about actively creating an environment where we can cultivate discipline and clarity of mind. By embracing silence, we can better understand ourselves and the world around us, leading to more disciplined and purposeful lives. Inner strength amidst chaos, lessons from the Holocaust. Silence also fosters self-discipline and self-mastery, even in the most extreme and challenging circumstances. History provides compelling examples of individuals who found solace and strength in inner silence amidst unimaginable suffering. In the Nazi concentration camps, for instance, prisoners facing brutal conditions and constant dehumanization turned to inner silence as a means of preserving their sanity and maintaining a sense of self. Silence allowed them to maintain mental resilience and find meaning amidst chaos. By retreating into the sanctuary of their own minds, they could escape the horrors of their physical surroundings and connect with their inner values and beliefs. This ability to find inner peace and strength in the face of unspeakable adversity is a testament to the power of silence as a tool for self-discipline and self-mastery. The ability to maintain inner silence in the face of such extreme external noise demonstrates the profound resilience of the human spirit and the power of Stoic principles to guide individuals through even the darkest of times. Silence as communication, the unspoken word. Silence can also be a powerful form of communication. Sometimes withholding speech speaks louder than words ever could. It can convey respect, honor the ineffable, and allow for deeper connections. Mastering the strategic use of silence in communication can be remarkably effective in achieving our goals. Often, we are so quick to fill the air with words that we fail to recognize the power of a well-timed silence to create space for reflection, understanding, and connection. In Stoicism, silence speaks volumes. It's not just about staying quiet, it's about using silence as a powerful tool to communicate without words. Imagine a situation where someone says something hurtful to you, and instead of reacting angrily, you simply remain silent. That silence can convey a message of strength and self-control, demonstrating that you are not easily provoked and that you choose to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Silence in Stoicism isn't about avoiding communication, it's about choosing when to speak and when to listen. Sometimes, staying silent can make a bigger impact than saying 1,000 words. It's like letting your actions or your presence do the talking for you. Picture a wise old tree in a forest. It doesn't need to say anything to show its strength and wisdom. It simply stands tall and firm, a silent testament to its enduring presence. Similarly, in Stoicism, silence can be a sign of inner strength and wisdom. Silence can also be a way to show respect or to honor the gravity of a situation. For example, during a moment of silence to remember those who have passed away, our silence speaks volumes about our reverence and solemnity. It's a way of acknowledging the significance of the moment without resorting to empty platitudes or meaningless words. Ultimately, silence isn't just about keeping quiet, it's about using silence purposefully to convey messages of strength, wisdom, respect, and understanding. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful messages are the ones left unspoken. So, let us embrace the power of silence, for it is a gift that enriches our lives in countless ways. Let us listen, reflect, and find strength in the stillness. Silence and well-being, finding solace in a chaotic world. In the silence, we discover the true depth of our humanity and the boundless potential of the human spirit. Silence is like a soothing balm for our minds and hearts. Think of it as taking a deep breath of fresh air, calming and refreshing. When we embrace silence, we give ourselves the chance to slow down and find peace within. Imagine a bustling city street with honking cars and people rushing about. Now, picture stepping into a quiet park where you can hear the birds chirping and the leaves rustling in the wind. That's the kind of calmness silence can bring to our lives, a sanctuary from the constant demands of the external world. In Stoicism, silence isn't just about the absence of noise, it's about creating space for reflection and introspection. It's like giving our minds a chance to rest and recharge, allowing us to process our thoughts and emotions without the constant interference of external stimuli. When we're surrounded by constant noise and distractions, it can be hard to hear our own thoughts and feelings. But in moments of silence, we can tune into our inner voice and reconnect with ourselves. This process of self-discovery is essential for cultivating a sense of well-being and living a more authentic life. Silence also helps us appreciate the present moment. Instead of being lost in a whirlwind of worries about the future or regrets about the past, silence allows us to fully immerse ourselves in the here and now. It's like savoring a delicious meal, one bite at a time, relishing each moment as it unfolds. By embracing silence, we can cultivate a sense of well-being that goes beyond external circumstances. It's about finding contentment and peace within ourselves, no matter what's happening around us. In the busy chaos of life, silence becomes our sanctuary, a place where we can find solace and strength to face whatever comes our way. The ability to find inner stillness amidst external turmoil is a key component of Stoic philosophy, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with greater equanimity and resilience. Conclusion. In a world that constantly bombards us with noise and distractions, embracing silence is an act of rebellion, a conscious choice to prioritize inner peace and cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. By integrating the principles of Stoicism and making silence a regular practice, we can unlock our potential for growth, resilience, and lasting happiness. The journey to inner stillness may not always be easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. So, let us strive to be quieter, to listen more attentively, and to embrace the transformative power of silence in all aspects of our lives. Let us find solace and strength in the stillness, and in doing so, discover the true depth of our humanity.